welcome back to VeganVizn. It's Ness. I know it has definitely been some time since my last video. All I can do is apologize. Let me tell you, life happened, and when life happens, it happens fast. So I want to kind of come back to give you guys episode 1 of Artisan Afterhours. If you watched my last video or my last couple of videos, I kind of mentioned the different series that I wanted to recreate on my YouTube channel. That is still my intention here, even with my absence. I still have all these goals that I want to definitely still move forward with. So this is going to be episode 1, Artisan Afterhours. And for those that didn't watch my other video and want to know what that means exactly, it's going to be a raw behind the footage, behind the scenes view, or point of view from the artist's perspective, which is myself. I am going to utilize this episode to kind of give you guys, I guess, to kind of catch you up and let you know what has been happening the last 6 months. Where the heck have I been? What's been going on? And what to expect with VeganVizn in the future. I have my notes that are scribbled all over here just to kind of help me so that I don't go too much on a tangent. Why did it get really dark? I don't want to go too much on a tangent because y'all, it's been so long and I have so much to share with you guys, but I'll try not to overwhelm you with so much information so quickly. So in the last 6 months, I will say it was probably 6 or 5 months ago that my whole life just flipped upside down. Let me tell you, when you guys set some intentions into this universe, please be ready for that to manifest, because that's exactly what happened. I went to a moonlight meeting, and that's just my nickname for what I call it, but basically it was a group of us, a group of like-minded people. We all get together. It is around whether we have a full moon or a new moon. We get together and we set intentions into the universe, and we hold each other to it for whatever we want to do with our future or with our business, with our life, so on and so forth. I remember vaguely what I wrote down on my paper, but I know specifically 3 things. And those were the top 3 things that flipped in my life and just made everything. It really brought me to this point. The 3 things that I remember I wrote down on my paper, it was, I wanted the truth to be revealed about my relationships, not just my personal love relationship, but you have all types of relationships. You have work relationships, you have relationships with your family members, you have relationship with friends, with anybody. I wanted the truth to be revealed to me about all of my relationships. I felt like I got to a point to where I was just so used to what I contributed to all of my relationships. I wasn't getting it back, or I just felt like I was getting complacent, or maybe I was not aware of the type of energy I was getting from the relationships, whether it be good or bad. So I wanted the truth to be completely revealed to me about all my relationships. That was one point. The second point was I wanted to start vacationing. I know it sounds like that's so random, but it just seemed like it has been so long since I've actually been on a vacation, but I definitely work hard enough in order to earn those vacations. So I said 3 times out of the year, I want to make time for myself to go on a vacation, whether it be a staycation, whether it be a just go away and, turn off my phone and go somewhere for the weekend type vacation, or whether it be, stamp my passport and let's go somewhere vacation, whatever it is, but just a break, a woosah for me. So I wanted that to happen at least 3 times out of the year. Doesn't matter when out of the year, just at least 3 times. And then the third, I wanted to be blessed with an opportunity so that I can focus 100% on my brand and my business. I felt like everything that I was going through, it was becoming a distraction to my vision of what I wanted to do. And I was not comfortable with that at all. I felt like I was getting stuck and I was going backwards at some point. So I prayed for an opportunity for me to focus 100% on my brand, on my business, on my vegan journey, on everything that I wanted to do, on my art, on the representation that I created, on everything. I wanted that to be 100% full attention on that. Let me tell y'all, again, my life flipped around 6 months. After I set that intention, within 30 days, everything happened that I requested. Let me see, that was about 6 months ago. So in August, September, and October, I had a vacation booked for each one of those months, which is so crazy. In August, I went on a cruise with my sister and my cousin. In September, I went to Miami for the first time with my best friend as a bridal, I guess you could say, what do you call them, a bridal shower party or bridal vacation or whatever it was. Basically, it was my best friend and it was for her wedding. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. But we went to Miami. We had a blast. In October, I went camping, and that was my first time going camping. And not only was it just camping, it was also an opportunity for me to vendor as well. So it was so crazy that I spoke into the world 3 times out of the year, and bam, 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 it had already been set up. Everything was happening. And then it coincided with it being the craziest 3 months of my life as well. Truly say, through all of the crazy stuff that I was going through during those 3 months, to have a break, whether it be a week or a weekend, to go on those vacations, it was very nice. It was definitely well deserved, because they were the craziest months that I experienced in my 2019. Well, no, let me lie. Let me stop lying, because November, December were actually, honestly, those last 6 months, like I said, of the year of 2019 were the most challenging and eye-opening months that I have experienced in a long time. But I'm very thankful for them, because it brought me to this opportunity. So, and then thirdly, I requested for an opportunity to 100% focus on my business. And January 2nd, I officially retired from my 9-to-5. I really did enjoy my job, what I did. I work with children, not to give too much information, but I work in a position where I work very closely with children and teachers. I loved my job, but unfortunately the environment was just not the best for me. You know, in your work environment, everyone always complains about the different, whether it's the work experience or the people that you work with or the work ethic, whatever the case is. It's just always not the best energy for you. Unfortunately, it was not for myself either. So I took that opportunity to retire and relocate myself and my business 700 miles away from Dallas. I moved to El Paso. A lot of people are like, why El Paso of all things? Well, my father lives here and my stepmother. They are probably the 2 people in my family at the moment that are the most interested and curious about a vegan lifestyle. So with that, I just thought it was just a perfect opportunity, not only to, one, move to a blank canvas so that I can just restart and grow from a new location, but also to reconnect with them and encourage them to possibly transition their life as well. I've only been in El Paso for 2 weeks, but it seems like forever. So much has happened within these 2 weeks that I feel like I know so many great things are going to happen in this city. I had the opportunity to work alongside another vegan business. Last week, I worked with one of their pop-up events. They were touring around. They've been touring all around the USA, but they came to El Paso and they needed some extra hands at their event. So of course I volunteered. Already I follow a lot of El Paso or vegan areas in this location before I decided to relocate here, just to see what were the opportunities or the chances in this area. So I was already following this company. So in order to see that they needed the help, I thought it was just a perfect opportunity. So of course I reached out to them, and I was able to help them at their event. It was an awesome opportunity just to see the potential of what a vegan event in El Paso could be. I talked to customers that said they drove over an hour just to stand in line for an hour just to participate in this event. And I thought that was just so amazing that people are willing to go that far in order just to support the cause. I'm sorry, I was in the middle of recording. Then I had to do kitchen duty. We're making some rotel in the kitchen. Well, I'm making some rotel. I don't know what I have in my hair. Anywho, I don't know where I stopped off. I'm trying to finish this video. I've recorded it so many times. Let's just jump forward to present day. I am now located in El Paso. I'm excited to see what the new area is going to bring. I'm excited to see how I'm going to grow in this new location. I've already met one other like-minded individual And I'm so excited to start building my team out here in El Paso. You know, I tried to do that in Dallas, but I mean, everyone has their own life. So it makes more sense to link up with other creators that are on the same path that want to do this 100% versus, you know, asking someone that already has their life and, you know, their their schedule in place. Because that's exactly what happened. I was reaching out to other creatives just within my circle of people that I already know, just to see if they wanted to start expanding and growing from this aspect. But you know, sometimes if your plate is full, you can't see anything outside of that. So I was totally understanding of that. So moving to this new location, meeting like-minded people, I'm very excited to see what the future's going to hold. Someone had spoke it to me, and I did not realize that until now. In the last couple of months, even with my transition, I found myself being very heavy into the kitchen. I was cooking more, I was recreating recipes, and I was like, this would be the perfect opportunity to bring the camera in and start recording all of these things, because as I've been here in El Paso, I've made so many different meals, and my stepmom was just like, I don't understand why you're not sharing this with others. So I'm excited to start bringing you guys into the kitchen with me. I have a couple videos recorded already, but I have to figure out, even my computer devices have changed, of course. So I'm trying to realize how I can get it off the camera that I recorded it on onto the new MacBook that I'm working with. So y'all just bear with me. But now that I have 100% of my time to fully focus on this, I'm definitely going to focus on that. Along with all of this new transition, I'm also going back to school. I'm taking online classes at the Six Figure Academy. For those that don't know, I'll link all the information below. I've been following Cece on Instagram for a long time now, and she has definitely been my motivation, as well as many others when it comes to social media influences. But I know following her classes, and I've printed out a lot of her ebooks, that is going to help me to properly not only just market myself, but to properly sell and interact with you guys on social media. That's actually the weakest point that I have personally. I personally am not a big social media person. I have a Facebook and an Instagram. My Instagram, I haven't uploaded anything since probably even more or longer than 6 months ago. And then as far as my Facebook, it more or less just has my friends and family. So I'll repost a couple things and I'm done. So that has become the most challenging part for me in order to be more be active, be more interactive on social media. So with all of that, I've definitely got a lot of things lined up in order for me to better execute my goals and everything that I want to accomplish when it comes to my business. So hopefully this wasn't too crazy of a video and I didn't go on too many tangents, but just know I'm back. Just bear with me. I'm going to start posting more videos just as is, because I've become so much of a critiquer of my own self that has prevented me to even provide content for you guys. So I'm like, oh, I don't really like that, or I got to edit it some more. Oh, I don't have the right content or materials to do so. Now that I have prepared myself to have all of that, I'm very, very excited to start executing and get it out to y'all. I'm trying to rush because I set myself for 15 minutes and I see we're about in the last minute of it. So I call him my brother, but his name is Eric. He's a photographer. He's actually probably the last person I linked up with before I left the Dallas area. And he gave me some very, very important keynotes in order to just become successful with what I'm trying to do. And his biggest question was, what is VeganVizn? In a nutshell, it is my creative way of educating and encouraging a plant-based and vegan lifestyle. Now, I will probably expand on that, but for now, that's exactly what VeganVizn is. And I am excited for those that are interested in becoming a visionary like myself. So, until the next episode, I'll see you guys later. Please like, share, subscribe, retweet, comment, anything, and let me know. I am back, guys. Let's get it. I gotta go check on this rotel, so we're gonna cut it right here. Love y'all. Peace and love.